Terima kasih Anda masih bergabung bersama kami. Kini kita masuki segmen Kreatif dan sudah kembali bergabung rekan Keisha 7. Dan kita ini akan membahas satu tema yang menarik, yaitu adalah mengenal startup aplikasi berita ringkas. Sudah tersambung melalui video conference Dennis Joseph. Dia adalah co-founder dan juga COO dari Ketitik. We're connected with Dennis Joseph, co-founder and COO of Ketitik. Hello, good morning Dennis.
Hi Dennis.
Hello, morning Vicky. Hi Kizia, hi Vicky.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining Create Up this morning. So how do you see the trend of public needs in terms of news lately?
That's a very interesting question, right? So considering Indonesia being such a growing economy, if we even see the top 10 publishers platform, we see more than 130 million unique visitors coming to these online news platforms in a month, right? But also on cities, we are seeing behavioral changes. We see when we go and talk to, we did a research, we found like more and more people are actually moving from publisher platform to social media. And the trend of consumption is moving towards the social media. So we see people going towards Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram for news consumption, right? If you see, WhatsApp is the biggest social media source currently where people are actually consuming news, right? But the problem we see is people want a very clean format these days to actually consume news. So to answer your question, how's the trend? There is actually a growing trend considering the growth of digitalization and the Indonesian global economy and how the cities and urbanization is happening. So actually we are seeing an increase in the trend for the news consumption in Indonesia.
Okay, it seems like people tend to read news which is pretty to the point and pretty short and very effective.
And also,
Yes.
like people now searching for news in social media, like what Dennis said. Like it's no longer, maybe some of the people see it from the news platform, but more likely it's to be easier from the social media. Do you see this as people complaints about news nowadays, or that's why Ketitik offers like 60 words or concise news? I saw that on Instagram.
So people does not complain about the news, right? So what we believe is currently what, let's say, the mainstream publisher on the Indonesian media house, what they're doing a phenomenal job, right, in terms of publication of the news. But the problem where we are seeing, or the issues what we see from a consumer side, is more on the experience side, right? So one complaint or one problem what we are seeing is like people these days, especially millennial and Gen Z, they're so busy. They're so busy with their life. So they don't have time to go read a 500-word article, and they want the stories, the news, the proper information to the point. So that's one pain point which user is facing. Second, from last 6 to 8 years, with the whole Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, bringing and giving users such a quality experience. Now, if they go to a platform which is not giving a similar experience, they get dissatisfied, right? And then they go back again to Facebook and Instagram to consume their content. And third, and very interesting thing which we found is the personalization effect. So just to give an example, let's say if I'm opening my Instagram reel or a person B is opening Instagram reel, it's different, right? Because the content and the information given to that person is personalized based on interest. But when two people with different behavior are going towards let's say, publishing platform, they're served with the same information and they have to actually search, right? So that's been also a major problem, that users are not able to get something which is related to their interest. And fourth problem which we found because of this growing move towards social media is the increase in the hoax and fake news. Because when you are consuming a news from Instagram or a WhatsApp, anybody can publish anything without a moderation. So these days, a lot of people complain to us that, hey, how do you control fake and hoax news?
So based on your findings, you found some problems that had been faced by the people when it comes to accessing themselves or try to access to the news platform. So what are the solutions that being offered by Ketitik? We're going to talk about that later on the next segment. And kita akan jeda terlebih dahulu, pemirsa. Kita akan kembali usai jeda berikut dan tetap di Create Up. Terima kasih Anda masih bergabung bersama kami di Create Up. Kami masih tersambung dengan Dennis Joseph. We're still connected with Dennis Joseph, co-founder and COO of Ketitik. So based on your findings that you had been explained before on the previous segment about the problems that people used to face when it comes to accessing to the news platform. So what are the solutions being offered by Ketitik? So people can, okay, this is the solutions that I've been looking for, and that's why we need Ketitik.
Sure, sure. So what we've been doing in Ketitik is we are trying to bridge the gap between the mainstream publisher to our consumer, right? So we are actually solving the problem of delivery. And how we do that, delivery and experience. So how we do that, let's say there's an article, which is a 500-word article, and you don't have time to read a 500-word article. So we are actually summarizing it. So our user can read articles and contents and information from various sources in a 60-word format. And the whole UI UX is very clutter-free, very sleek. So you can just swipe, and move through a different kind of contents, a different kind of news. Then also we are giving user option to personalize their feed, right? So let's say you are interested only in, let's say, sports and entertainment and business. So you can choose these categories and your feed will be gonna personalize, right? One interesting product which we launched is also called MedSource. Now in MedSource, it's basically what we are doing. We are actually aggregating and summarizing, let's say, travel blogs, food reviews, health and fitness tips. So all these interesting and newsworthy contents from various sources. We have option for user to go and read a particular topic. So let's say you are interested only on, let's say today you want to read only on sports. Let's say ASEAN Games are going on, right, these days. So you want to read only on sports. So you can click on the sports, and then you can read all the swipe cards in a swipeable format, right? So that's other product which we are offering. So in the core, it helps you to save time. Let's say it takes you 3 minutes to read one article. In Ketitik, in that 3 minutes, you can read 20 stories.
Yeah, it's make people easier just to get an updates.
Yeah. But basically, it depends on the segment or the characteristic of the people when they're kind of expecting the very short one, the very effective one, and very to the point one. They can access the news to Ketitik, but if they're expecting the in-depth one, they can go to the conventional portal or news portal.
Speaking of the summary, like what you said before, did you use AI?
We do use AI. So we do use AI for summarization and personalization a bit. But then, I believe AI needs to be used very wisely. If you see last couple of months, we are hearing a lot of news about AI, that how people are using AI to create fake images, fake videos, and turning changing the history. So we do implement AI, but we believe that AI should be used together with a human moderation in news. So we make sure that all the news which is published goes through a human check and is moderated.
Okay, how do you making sure the sustainability of Ketitik business, and what are the targets in the near future? This is going to be the last question. So as a wrap up, you can also deliver the summary.
Sure. So currently we are not monetizing at Ketitik. We are still early stage, and thanks to our angel investor and our low spending, that we are able to position ourselves in a very sustainable manner. Our plan is to start monetizing in coming months once we have built a bigger user base. But again, we don't want to monetize by irritating our user, right? The pop-up ads and all. So we do have some strategies. And again, in coming months and for a near-term future, we have some plans and some interesting product development coming in. We are also looking to raise our seed round of investment and also for global expansion. So we are planning to expand to Philippines, Malaysia, and Singapore in next 12 to 18 months. And we hope to achieve roughly 4 to 5 million users in coming 12 to 18 months.
All right. Good luck for all your target in the near future. Dennis, thank you very much for joining Create Up.
We hope the best for Ketitik, Dennis.
Thanks, Kezia. Thanks,
Bye-bye. See you.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Menarik sekali ya, Wiki ya.
Jadi memang tergantung segmentasinya ya. Kalau orang ekspektasi untuk membaca berita yang lebih in-depth, mungkin bisa datang ke ataupun mengakses website news. Tapi kalau untuk yang expect untuk berita yang lebih singkat, ringkas, dan lain sebagainya, mungkin bisa diakses ke Ketitik. Baik, dan pemirsa, sebelum kita akhiri Power Breakfast kali ini, kita akan simak terlebih dahulu update dari pergerakan IHSG dari pembukaan sesi 1 hingga saat ini. Seperti Anda dapat saksikan di layar televisi. Ya, ISG bergerak menguat 0,14% dari level pembukaan tadi. Sementara itu Jakarta Selatan Index melemah 0,88%, LQ45 menguat 0,38%.
Ya, selanjutnya pemirsa, dari top gainers di pagi hari ini ada BBCA, Goto, UNTR, dan Astra Internasional.
Berikutnya adalah top losers. Pemirsa, sejauh ini ada Adaro, ITMG, ada Hill dan Imas dengan pelemahan masing-masing 3,54%, 5,32%, 3,04%, dan 1,16%.
Selanjutnya dari pergerakan sektoral pemirsa, ada teknologi dan keuangan yang memimpin masing-masing 1,17% dan 0,52%, sementara energi dan barang baku ini melemah minus 1,5% dan 1,24%.
Baik, dan pemirsa sudah 90 menit kami menemani Anda dalam Power Breakfast.
Ya, perbaharui terus informasi Anda pemirsa melalui IDX Channel, Your Trustworthy and Comprehensive Investment Reference. Akhir kata saya Kezia 7.
Saya Wiki Adrian, see you in the morning.